creates a kind of emptiness that words often fail to describe. Life without a mother and father feels like a continuous echo of silence where love, warmth, and safety used to live. The emotional void is not just a temporary ache. It's a constant, lingering presence that touches every corner of your existence. You miss not just their physical presence, but everything they represented: comfort, strength, and unconditional love. It becomes painfully clear that no one else in the world can love you the way your parents did. Not friends, not relatives, not even future partners. That kind of love, pure and unwavering, dies with them, and it leaves behind a silence that no amount of noise can fill. You begin to feel a certain kind of loneliness that is difficult to explain. It's not the loneliness of being alone in a room. It's the loneliness of being misunderstood, of carrying a weight that most people around you don't notice. It's watching others celebrate birthdays, holidays, or small successes with their parents by their side, while you sit quietly, clapping along but aching inside. You smile and nod, but your heart is heavy. This loneliness doesn't go away with time. It changes form. At first, it's loud and raw, like a scream in your chest. Later, it softens into a dull ache that reappears during milestones, anniversaries, or even random quiet nights when you remember the way your mom called your name, or how your dad looked proud when you achieved something small. There's also an emotional disconnection from the world. When your parents are gone, you lose the two people who saw you for who you truly are, not just your successes or failures, but your essence. They knew you before the world demanded that you be strong. Without them, you often feel like you're performing for others, putting on a brave face while hiding the deep sorrow that sits quietly inside you. It's easy to feel isolated, even when surrounded by people. The world expects you to move on, but it's not that simple. Grief is not linear. It comes in waves, sometimes triggered by a scent, a photo, or even a phrase someone says. These waves hit hard, and in those moments, the loneliness becomes unbearable. This emotional void also brings a certain fear. Without the guidance of your parents, you're left to face life's uncertainties alone. Who do you turn to when you're scared? Who do you ask for advice when making tough decisions? That safety net is gone, and you realize how much you depended on it, even as an adult. The absence of their emotional presence can sometimes lead to self-doubt, anxiety, and even depression. You constantly question your worth, your choices, and whether you're making them proud. But despite all this pain, the emotional void left by their absence also shows just how much they meant. It's a reflection of the depth of their love and the profound impact they had. Missing them so deeply is a testament to how deeply they were loved. Growing up without a mother and father is a journey filled with challenges that most people cannot fully understand. From a young age, you are forced to face life without the steady guidance and support that parents naturally provide. Simple moments that many take for granted, like coming home to a warm meal, asking for help with homework, or hearing words of encouragement, become noticeable absences. You quickly learn that the world doesn't slow down for your pain. Instead, you're expected to grow up fast, to handle things on your own, even when you're not ready. Without parents, everyday decisions become much harder. There's no one to ask if you're making the right choice, no one to tell you what mistakes to avoid based on life experience. You are left to figure it out alone, often through trial and error, while others have someone to remind them of their worth, to push them forward, or to simply say, "I believe in you." You have to be your own motivator. This kind of independence is not always a blessing. It can be overwhelming, especially when you're young and still trying to understand the world and your place in it. Financial struggles are often a part of this experience too. Without parents, there's no fallback, no one to help pay for school, rent, or emergencies. You learn to work harder, sometimes taking on responsibilities that your peers don't have to think about. While others enjoy their youth, you may be working extra hours, saving every bit you earn, and trying to survive with the limited resources you have. This teaches you responsibility, yes, but it also makes you painfully aware of everything you've lost. Then there's the emotional impact of missing out on parental milestones. Not having a mom to teach you how to handle heartbreak or a dad to show you how to be strong in tough times leaves gaps in your development that no book or teacher can fully fill. You miss out on stories, traditions, and lessons that come from lived experience. And during moments of success, graduations, job offers, even weddings, the absence of your parents can feel like a shadow over your joy. You wonder what they would have said, how proud they might have been, or whether they would have held you in a moment of doubt. In relationships, the lack of a parental model can lead to confusion and insecurity. You may struggle with trust, not fully understanding what healthy love looks like because you didn't grow up seeing it firsthand. Or you might become overly independent, afraid to lean on anyone because you've learned not to expect support. These struggles are real and ongoing, shaping the way you view yourself and others. Despite it all, growing up without parents also brings out resilience. It forces you to become strong, even when you don't want to be. But that strength is hard-earned, born from pain and perseverance. The struggle is not just about surviving. It's about learning to live fully, even with the scars left behind. It is often said that we don't realize the true value of something until it is gone, and nothing proves this more deeply than the absence of a mother and father. When parents are alive, their presence can sometimes be taken for granted. Their constant care, their advice, even their discipline can feel routine or, at times, even annoying. But once they are no longer there, a profound awareness sets in, an awareness of just how deeply their presence shaped every part of your life. It is in their absence that the full weight of their love and sacrifices is understood. There are countless little moments we tend to overlook when our parents are alive. The way your mother calls your name softly when you're sad, the silent pride in your father's eyes when you accomplish something, the comfort of knowing someone is always looking out for you, even if they don't always say it out loud. These seemingly small acts of love were in fact the pillars of emotional safety and stability. When those pillars are suddenly removed, you begin to feel how much they actually held you up. The loss of those daily interactions leaves a gap that nothing else can quite fill. As you go through life without them, you begin to recall the lessons they tried to teach you, lessons you may have ignored or brushed aside. Their warnings, their words of wisdom, and even their scoldings now echo in your memory, carrying meaning you never truly understood before. It becomes clear that their guidance was not meant to control your life, but to protect you and help you become the best version of yourself. The same words you once resisted now feel like gold, and you often find yourself wishing you could hear them just one more time. This realization also brings a sense of regret. You wish you had spent more time with them, listened more carefully, told them how much they meant to you. So many things are left unsaid, and you come to understand how fleeting time really is. You start to replay moments in your mind, wondering if you appreciated them enough, if they knew how much you loved them. These reflections often lead to a deep emotional reckoning, not just with their absence, but with your own past behavior. At the same time, this awareness can be transformative. It pushes you to appreciate the people you still have in your life. You start noticing the things your friends or relatives' parents do for them and feel both admiration and longing. You begin to encourage others not to take their parents for granted. You remind them to call home, to be patient, to express love while they still can. Your experience becomes a quiet but powerful message about gratitude, about valuing relationships before they become memories. Life without mom and dad teaches you that their worth isn't measured in grand gestures, but in everyday love. And when they're gone, the value of that love becomes undeniable, etched in your heart forever.